What's key to y'all? Shalom to all my brothers and sisters. Again, pro-truth channel. You don't want the truth, leave now, please. Gonna be getting into the admission of NASA and other elitists and individuals in power admitting that we cannot go beyond low Earth orbit. So this whole allegation that this picture was taken from the moon, that they've been to the moon in 1969, yet 50 years later we have yet to return. It sounds dumb as fuck to me. But nonetheless, let's see. Let's hear them admit to it.
Water. How do you recycle the oxygen? It's the main crucible test bed where we've been trying to grind out all the lessons that will eventually let us go to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
Yeah. Eventually go to the moon. That's an astronaut. I believe he's a Canadian. He's from the Canadian facet of this space facade. Let's continue.
Well, that's a great question. The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the...
I'm gonna pause it here. The video stays for a second. They're showing you here where the ISS lies and the multiple layers. There's also the Van Allen belt radiation that apparently all the participants of moon landing missions went through and have no effects from, apparently. But now it's so serious that they have to keep doing testing, and it's keeping us from going past low Earth orbit. It's neither here nor there, right? But you don't care.
We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this
I think they even got your also praised Obama admitting that shit too. It's another thing, culture. You don't know your culture. If you think Obama's your culture and you were proud of that shit, you're a fool. You think politics are getting us anywhere, you're a fool. Especially for the so-called black community. Politics have taken us.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen.
Like, you think that the civil rights movement did some good, this and that. No, it subsidized things. It got some more order bestowed between both sides of this war. You know what I'm saying? There's way too much information to cover. I'm not sitting here trying to be a fucking black historian right now, because I don't know everything. You feel me? I do not know everything. I'm just a young man trying to find the truth in my life.
Belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record...
What do you mean put to the test? Why they need to test shielding? Shouldn't they have already have had shielding? Why, like, Van Allen belts weren't known about? Come on, man. And I know there's a lot of people on behalf of the globe model that sit here and want to, like, explain away this shit. But use your common sense here. Like, this doesn't make no fucking sense, fam. If it's a restriction now, why was it not a restriction in '60 fucking 9?
Radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people.
And notice
with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit. So we have a really robust exploration program at NASA.
Previous program, we are setting a course with specific and achievable milestones. Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
So how did we send humans to the moon 6 times so early on?
Yeah, that's ODD has some decent information. I'm not really looking to speak on that right now. But yeah. What you tell me, y'all? Like what the fuck was that? This is that's out of the video. It makes absolutely no sense. None of this makes sense. It never adds up. You want to see these niggas on wires? I'm pretty sure I got that. Green screen fail. That's another thing to look up. The green screen technology, the VR reality, or the VR reality, VR technology. But I think this is somewhere you catch like harnesses on camera. They got some harness on camera and shit. Oh, Bam's in space. Oh, fuck. That's even better than the harness, cuz. Why would you ever need to catch anything in space, cuz? Got him. Stop coming with the bullshit, people. He just dropped something in space, yo. And then he looked away to try to put that shit off, too. Oh, fuck. You're silly. Look, do you see how silly this belief system is? How gullible you become? How you let screens control your life? That's crazy, bro. Just drop something, cuz. How you drop something in space? One more time. I'ma look away. That is just my man. Bruh. No, there's harness though. This one's VR. Damn, I wish I would have fucking labeled these better. Ultimately though, I hope you guys like appreciate, you know what I'm saying, just like the unfiltered aspect of the video, just me and myself. My channel's personality based. That's my full intent. Is just to generate my personality, who I am as an individual amongst the world. You know what I mean? And it's primarily for my children. It's not for you who's watching this, you know what I'm saying? But you can get some game. You can get some knowledge, some insight, or at least some fucking guidance, direction from the shit I have to talk about. Because I'm not going to sit here and lead you down a path of bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to be a truth seeker, period. You get ridiculed. You get called dumb, retarded. Your intelligence is insulted constantly, while simultaneously, internally, you're feeling so much growth within yourself and progression. Yet the outside world is telling you and shunning you for growing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not easy. But again, like, I'm also speaking to parents too. If you're a parent, you'll do any and everything for your children. Keep game. You know what I mean? Heed what I have to say and look into it. You know what I'm saying? Look into this shit, because you more than likely come to the same conclusion as me.
Space, the final frontier.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
This is another YouTuber's video. It's a great video. I wouldn't have it if it wasn't. Damn, not everybody can speed. This one's long.
At this pressurized glove.
Y'all. I wasn't trying to show all that. I was just trying to show the, like some harness shit. You know, bunch of bullshit. Let's look. Boom. Y'all seeing everything I'm doing? Boom, boom. I think this bitch falls. That's a good one. That one's savage. But this one right here shows two people.
This is for the skeptics. Actual proof
together.
That they use.
Alright. Damn, man. No offense to the Brits and shit, but the British accents bother me sometimes. They're kind of annoying. I don't like the pronunciation of a lot of the words. Like, 3. Free. I apologize to any Brits. Not really. It is what it is. You take what you want. It's just words. My intentions are good. If you can see that, you'll see it. You feel me? Nonetheless, there'll be two people interacting with the harness for one person. Watch this shit.
Wires.
You look like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so...
Okay, why is old boy... He said, you look like you're at a studio. It's like they're making a joke out of it. And this bitch with her perm hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look that shit up too. Though definitely. And then I've also seen a lot of like programming. You got the Cal University, the Marine Corps. That's another thing. A lot of astronauts are former militant servants. So they've already sworn an oath of secrecy and allegiance to their government. You feel me? I don't put my faith there. By no means. I considered it at one point in my youth, but hell fucking no. You know what I mean? I encourage everybody to avoid that installation because it's outdated, it's obsolete, and it's doing nothing but serving U.S. corporations. It ain't serving no freedom. And if you're under that illusion, you need to do your fucking research. But it's neither here nor there. That'll be addressed at a later time. Check out these motherfuckers.
Clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still?
Yeah, because the air proves that you're in space.
I don't know. We're going to have to
check
do
this.
something for
Check
you.
the man with the stripy top. Look, he grabs the wire above him. Now check the man on the right. With his right arm, he grabs the wire. Did you see it? Now check in slow motion.
Oh, you got it for the slow motion.
The man on the right, look at his right arm. He's grabbing him to stabilize him. Then look at the...
Sorry, fam. So, I'm gonna commentate this. Yeah, man with the cow, he's like reaching for the harness. You heard this up there. I don't know why, but he is. There's no other reason for him doing that. And if you think there's another reason, then it'll be explained by the U.S. Marine Corps' dude's action, which comes right here. And if you notice, like, look at the eye contact, like where their eyes are gravitated towards. Like, if you're looking at my eyes, you see I'm looking at the screen. You heard me? Now I'm looking at the lens. I'm looking at the camera. If you're used to being on camera, if you know you should be on camera, you should typically be looking at your audience for that attention. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I feel guilty when I look away, but I gotta think shit. Like, I ain't perfect, man, and I'm still getting used to this shit too. Nonetheless, look at their eyes though. They're paying attention to a monitor. You know what I'm saying? That's where that VR shit comes in coherence. That'll probably be part 5. Am I on? I don't know what part. It don't matter. I'm finna just kill shit today. Just know that much. And I totally missed the commentation of this nigga grabbing the harness. Look, fam. Watch his right hand. Right in the center of your screen, pretty much, off to the left. Looks like he's grabbing nothing, yet his trousers, I think that's how the Brit says it, you can see his pants move with it, and then he's like double checking. Come on, fam. They're in space though, right? Get the fuck out of here. No, they're not in space. You know? You don't want to admit it, but you're gullible. It's hard to admit, but you are gullible. You have become gullible. But don't trip, man. Every person that's out there talk about flat earth this, flat earth that, and even me, obviously. I was there at one point. Seriously. I loved space. I love Star Wars, man. Star Wars is dope. Has some pretty good storylines. A lot of occultism in it, though, but neither here nor there. Yeah. And if you could see like the ignorant music that I listen to right here. You feel me? Like I listen to ignorant shit, but it's pure entertainment. I'm still out here avidly seeking truth. I'm not sitting here trying to deceive or promote anything negative. If you've noticed, like the only negative shit I'm promoting, I wouldn't say promoting, but I'm refuting. That's what I'm here doing. I'm refuting the negativity in this world. That's what I'm doing. But you know what I'm saying? E out, y'all. Peace be upon you. Shalom to my brothers and sisters.